Someone called Lewis has already asked an amazing question, because his eyes are the sort of eyes that we want in our story. People who can spot things. People who are able to see through jungles. People who know how to go through a rainforest very carefully to find something. Well, you've got the eyes, you see. He's already started. Go on. Yes.
I saw that.
No. Lewis's first question to me was, what's in here? Well, of course, he must have had eyes all over, because that's not the usual question. Most people say, what are we going to do? No. What's in here? So, before we start, yes, today is about Mantle of the Expert. That's the first thing. Second thing is, Mr. Kieran, Richard and myself, and I'm Mr. Abbott, Luke Abbott, we've come all the way over from England so that your teachers can have a chance of getting some very special training. Because your teachers are like doctors, they want to do the best they can for the people they work with, in other words, you. And there are some modern methods that we use in teaching, and they want to know what they are, and they want to be trained in how to use them. I am here, if you like, as a senior doctor, or like a surgeon in a hospital who's teaching other people how to do these things. So I'm teaching the teachers how this work happens. So we'll need to know from you later what you think of it. So you'll have a little chance to have a little chat with the teachers. Now, we need to get going. There is a story, and it's in here. First thing is, if you're prepared, I will let one or two people have a little look. Now, Lewis, of course, will be first on the list because he was the first to mention it. So that's only fair. So I'm going to pass these out. There's not many of them for you to have a look at. There is, some people say, I'm not sure, but some people say there is a secret in these pictures, and we're trying to find out what they are.
For me.
Well, let's see. So we will need someone. Lewis, you're going to get the first job. I need to take this one. And there has to be a girl now, for obvious reasons, because we have a boy here. She's up here, because you're going to be here. Yes, would you come here? See what he's doing? He's peeping down it. He's peeping down it. Are you ready? Now, you've got some very, very different job. Mr. Nesta. Mr. Inesta is going to draw you something so you can see it happening in front of your eyes. These people are going to spot if you can see the secret. Now you're looking for the secret, so don't worry about what it means. Don't think, oh, look what it means. Don't worry. Think to yourself, there's a secret in there, so what's the secret? Now I know, people with your eyes, you can spot secrets almost immediately. But please don't shout out. Try, if you can, to whisper it with people. Now we're going to start here with Lewis because he was the first person to spot the scrolls. You turn round, and when you're ready, can you make sure that these people here, these people, and you of course, can see the scroll. Now you might think, well, it's better for us to stand around it. I leave it to the people who are holding it. Could you open your scroll, please, and let those people have a look? Could you open it up and let those people have a look? We're looking for secrets, so now is the time to have a discussion. If you spotted it, don't shout it out. Whisper to somebody near you. Whisper. Whisper. Any secret that you think, and come around if you can't see what he's doing. I can't see what he's doing. Something like this.
What? Something like
Oh, you think if we join up the scroll?
Yeah, if we unite the scrolls.
Somebody suggested we should join the scrolls up together. What's your name?
Hey, look.
Oh, of course it is. You're wearing that.
Look.
Lewis is suggesting we join them up. Why not?
I have no baseball ball. Oh, put it together. But I don't put pirate, but then I have 2 balls and a scala. I think this is the scala. Yes, like the human. We should unite the scrolls and then see. But this I was
Yes, let's unite the scrolls and see.
Wait, guys, can we move? Guys, so I must place it down, Cora next to, and I'll put mine under.
Yeah, they might roll up. That's the only thing. So we might need to sort of have a way of.
Don't sit on it. It's under.
You need to stand up.
I have just one baseball. Put it around. It's a hey guy.
Yeah.
It's a 14. Hi. It's a 14. We found the 14. Maybe we should. You're sitting. We can put on it. 14 people there. Let's see how many people are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well, that
6,
might
7.
be something.
They don't have 11. Maybe 12.
Maybe it's one of those.
This is actually a 30. No, it's a 10 because X and 4.
I'm hearing that it's to do with something that can save people's lives. Somebody was saying here it's the plant.
Maybe it's a worm. It's a plant. Maybe it's a worm. And me and Matthias invented.
So we're thinking that this plant has something to do with something. Some people are saying they're noticing letters and numbers, so that could be where it is. So we could be getting a message from way back. I've heard about these scrolls inside the story. As I deal with plants, that's my job. I'm a plants person.
Like a plantiologist?
Yes, well they call them botanists. That's a better word for it. Plantiologists, you'd think they'd say that, but they don't. They say botany because it's from the Latin botany to do with plants and nature. And that's my job, inside the story. You know my job outside the story, I'm a teacher. So inside the story, that's my job. Is that agreed?
Yeah.
I can tell you anything about the Amazon and rainforests inside the story. Now, I knew something like this would happen once in my life, and it has happened.
What?
Inside the story. Now, I would like to hear from all the people who have been the people who've been trying to puzzle over these scrolls that were discovered. I want to hear from you. Because we can give you this grant and you can live. And some people might say, we will buy it for £1 billion to save my father's life, who's very, very rich, and he can give you this money. And other people who are very, very poor saying, oh, but I would like to have this person, who's my mother, I'd like her to come back alive, but I haven't got any money. I owe money on the street.
But what if the plant kills you and it doesn't make you die?
Well, we'll have to test it when we come, if we find it.
Is
But I'm just beginning to think maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should not go and find this problem. Maybe we should just leave it where it is.
Yes.
And just lock these away somewhere. I think that's probably the best thing.
But what if other people find it and they are going to share it with the world?
Well, we won't let them near the scrolls. I'll have them locked up. No, I'll have them burnt. We'll burn them. We'll destroy them.
No! Because it might also mean something else and we're basically just like pushing the information away.
So if you would burn them, then what can we do?
Well, we shouldn't do anything. That means that exactly.
We should do that. We should try to find out.
Can you stand up and say it so we can all hear? Well, if it doesn't work, then it's all a fake. If it does work, we're in trouble. And then what are we going to do with it if we bring it back?
If we burn them, maybe magic bad things will happen.
Oh, what, from burning pieces of paper? I don't think so.
Yeah, but maybe ancient paper. Yeah, maybe they're ancient paper. And
Do you believe in things like that?
yeah, I do.
Oh, no. We're in the world of botany. We're in the world of science. That sort of thing can't
Maybe
happen.
this is the sign point of them because it's just on this the bad thing. And maybe who burns it, maybe will have a bad life.
Well, all right, I'll burn it. Give them to me, and I'll burn it, and we'll get rid of it.
No, burn it. Wait, maybe there is a spellcast on them. It has what Erin mentioned with the when she flipped the page, or the thing that she found of Mantle. She saw some signs.
Well, look.
Well, I flipped.
All right. Look, my team here, all the botanists, you know, they've got all their modern ring phones in my office. These people are saying they want to come on this project as well. If you can convince them that we should go on this project, if you convince all of them, I'll have to go with what the majority of my colleagues say. But if you can't convince them, this is what we'll have to do. My view is that these need to either go back to the museum and locked up, never to be opened again, or better, destroy them, burn them.
I'll choose one.
Well, if you want to come on this expedition, then obviously you've got a good reason for it. You've probably come on these expeditions before. But here are my colleagues. Speak to them about it. I'll talk to them later and they'll tell me what you think. Now, write your theories on the minute. Don't lose them because it'll go. To remember them, we've got to make these notes.
And we're also afraid of saying that they are dead.
I know, well, we have to say all the truth.
This was the sun, and maybe it was a giant dinosaur, and maybe the way the sun was scared about the sun.
Yeah, and maybe it's that one. Write it down. Don't lose that. So you press the button and it alters the temperature of the seat. Yeah? Just listen to the story.